Shadows are getting long.
Yo guys, Roba Gang, welcome back to a brand new episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Link to the previous episode at the top right hand of your screen where we finished off. No, we did not finish it off. Man, what did we do in the previous episode? Oh yeah, we did a lot of errands. 2 of them to be precise. We did a side quest. We also did a bandits camp. We did the tall neck as well. And we finished up the episode by doing the War Chief's trail. Now, in this episode, we shall be doing Revenge of the Nora, but first we shall be going to Cauldron Sigma because it's actually closer. So yeah, we're starting the episode on a high note. We're going to do an entire cauldron plus it's going to be an introduction to cauldron so that you guys can see actually how cauldrons work. Anyway, if you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for joining me. Now, cauldrons are the places where machines are built, made, created. And it's interesting because every machine that you see right here was actually created in Cauldron, and they tend to serve a particular purpose. It's not really well explained in Zero Dawn, but once you follow up in Forbidden West, you come to realize that actually every machine was intended to fulfill a specific purpose within its jurisdiction, and they weren't supposed to attack any forms of humans at all. But things went haywire, but at least the aspect of machines attacking humans are going to actually be explained in this episode. Not in this episode, sorry, in this game. I mean, I could explain it to you guys since this is literally like my 6th playthrough of the game, but I'd rather we play the game and find out together from a game that was created over 8 years ago. Anyway, that's besides the point. We are heading towards Cauldron Sigma where we have to go take them over. And one thing that we have to do also is finish up all the cauldrons in this region, because there is another cauldron in what's it called? There is another cauldron in the DLC expansion of the Frozen Worlds. So, and it's usually funny when Hephaestus now starts listing off all the cauldrons you've taken. It's a very good callback to the cauldrons you've also taken in the base game. So it's another thing that we have to do. Machines. It's the fact that I'm getting my ass whooped by some of the least scary machines in existence. That's what's bothering me the most. But that's besides the point. We are here at the entrance of Cauldron Sigma. Our cauldrons are basically, like I keep on repeating, where machines were created, but they also serve as puzzles. It's basically a gigantic puzzle. It's platforming, solving environmental puzzles, getting to the core, defeating a mini boss of some kind, and then getting overrides to different types of machines. So you're gonna see how it works. So let's just take out these watchers so that we don't have to deal with them as we enter the cauldron.
This must be the cauldron Drow was talking about. There's gotta be a somehow. Okay guys, let's enter the cauldron and see
what it looks like. Personally speaking, I don't even I usually don't even remember these cauldrons, to be honest. I know how to solve them, but each and every game playthrough that I have done, I've never done a new plus run ever. I always finish the game and then immediately delete the save file so that I can start fresh again and again and again, and that's how I've always played my other 6 playthroughs. Now this is the 7th playthrough, and yeah.
The light. It's like this entire place is part of some huge machine. But who made it?
Yeah, as I said, and even for this playthrough I had to delete the save file again and start afresh.
That thing looks like a triangular pipe. It's a horn.
Of course, New Game Plus means that you get everything that you accumulated in your first playthrough from the starting point of the game. But I find that to be kind of like cheating, because I understand it's a mechanic in the game, but for me it kind of feels like it shouldn't, because I don't see why. Imagine Aloy from the moment you were leaving the Embrace had like super maxed out weapons, the shield weaver armor and stuff like that. It kind of makes the game too linear and easy to do. It's why I have never bothered playing a New Game Plus run on any game I've ever played, to be honest. My decisions aside, let's solve this cauldron, shall we? So like I said, there's nothing much to cauldrons. It's basically solving environmental puzzles. Some are hard, some are easy. It also really depends on how keen you are, because this place is... Cauldrons are very monotonous. Like, everything looks the same. So also, being able to discern where you are, being able to discern what to do, where to go, it's part of the entire challenge of Cauldron. Sometimes you'll have to fight machines, as we have, but they aren't anything too problematic to deal with, like I have dealt with. So I'm gonna show you guys. They're not so problematic to deal with.
Machines move components around. Might be able to take me somewhere.
Plus, Aloy is always very quick to help you with suggestions on what to do. You'd think she's ever been here before. Anyway, up we jump.
Might regret this. If that's true, machines are built in these places. But why? And by who? That's the heart of it all. It's gotta be. So how do I get inside?
It's just a very long ride, but we are coming to the end of it, so not much further left.
We've gone as far as this thing will take me.
Right here. So we're gonna climb up this, and then we will need to disable some of these shields, because they have some... The shields are normally like some electromagnetic force fields where they simply prevent you from moving to the next phase, and disabling them is basically the only way we can proceed. Anyway, we are gonna hitch a second ride to nowhere, because we're not supposed to be on this ride. It's usually supposed to be heading in the opposite direction. A good way to figure out where you're supposed to go, you'll find opposition. So it's basically what I like. Sometimes you get lost in here, and all you need and all I need to get my bearings is figuring out where the machines are. Basically tells me exactly where I should be heading. Okay, these machines are called the shell walkers. Forget the watchers, I'm talking about the one which looks like a crab.
Get the upper hand.
So we need to shoot their shield generating guns. So many machines, man. But it's a good indicator that we are headed in the right direction. These are the shell walker containers. Funny enough, they can't remove their own containers, but if you try to steal whatever is inside, the shell walkers will be really mad. There's actually a hunting trial based on that, which is hilarious. But anyway, let's override that to make a bridge for ourselves. It's never explained how Aloy simply pointing the spear with the overriding tool does that, but then again, we're not here to ask such questions. We're just here to play as per the mechanics of what the game allows us to do. Now we're gonna take a nice slide and more platforming, like I said, and it's all environmental. The puzzles don't really have anything. The difficulty isn't that complex. You just need to be able to figure out where you're supposed to be going next, and that's just about it. Now we move across the bridge.
Almost to the heart.
How would you know that, Aloy? You've never been here. But then again, I'm not the main character of the story, so I don't know how she would know that, especially since this cauldron was also told to us when we activated one of the side quests at Mother's Crown, but the fact that she knows she's almost to the heart of the cauldron is amazing. But she was right. Here we are.
There are signals coming from all over the place.
Anyway, we're gonna take out the watchers that are patrolling. And all that's gonna be left for us to do is override one more switch to release the bellowback, and that bellowback is gonna serve as our mini boss fight for the cauldron, basically speaking. It's a pretty cool concept. It doesn't really offer much. You don't even have to do them, because most of the time you're not even going to be overriding some of these machines anyway. Anyway, so it's going to be fire for fire. The fire bellowback against my fire arrows, and I am not doing well. So the ideal plan of attack would be to get rid of the watchers so that I don't have to keep dealing with them. they don't pack much up. They don't pack a hefty punch as the Belloback does, but at the same time I don't see the need for me to keep on having to deal with smaller enemies distracting me while the bigger enemy lands knockout punch after knockout punch. The fire Belloback should be getting inflamed by now. I'm not so sure why, but as you can see, the fire icon above its health bar is filling up quite slowly. But once you get it to the max, it's going to start burning. And since that's a weakness, we have to try at the very least. There we go. So it's in a state of burning. It's going to burn for a while. It's going to cause some continued duration damage, but I just think my weapon is not good enough to deal with the Belloback, to be honest. I'm not so sure how we did not take any damage there, but then again, I have played this game 6 times before, so maybe I have become a little bit better at dodging. Maybe. I'm also thinking that at some point I will have to stop playing this game as much as I do. Maybe start enjoying some other games at some point. But yeah, like I said, the fire arrows are not doing much damage, so this was my other solution. Rope them down and use the rattler. Anyway, that's a new level for us. Congratulations on reaching level 12, if I do say so myself. And this now allows us to hack the cauldron so that we can override the cauldron, so that we get the ability to override other machines.
Information about different machines. This will help me override them.
So Cauldron Sigma is complete, and to the right of the screen it will show us the machines that we can override. So Sigma overrides are available, and so we can now override a Grazer, a Scrapper, a Lanson, and a Sawtooth. So like I said, you don't have to do them, it just gives you the ability to override different types of machines. There is one Cauldron that I do like, that gives you the ability to override a Thunderjaw, a Stormbird, and a Rock Blaster. 3 of the toughest machines to fight. Not the most annoying to fight, but just tough machines. Anyway, we are done with that, so we will continue to the Red Echoes, where the rest of the Nora party is waiting for us, and we can continue with the main storyline where we are still trying to do the revenge of the Nora. This episode is going to be I've actually made a decision. I'm going to make sure that we actually also finish a Seeker at the Gates. It's funny that a Seeker at the Gates mission started like 3 episodes ago and I still haven't finished it, which is insane. But let's finish this first because it's still a main storyline, and we will go all the way to the gates of Meridian so that we can open the path to Meridian. But you know me, if there's a chance to complete an errand or a side quest, I am on top of it. So surprisingly, this is a corrupted zone, which actually helps us, because one of the tasks for going to Meridian is we need to clear out 2 corrupted zones. So clearing this one out, I mean, it's not even one of the intended zones to clear. It's not one of the intended corrupt zones to clear, which is funny. But since it's along the way, and we can clear it. We can get one corrupted zone out of the way, so that once we get to the second one, it will simply be an easy thing to get done. I do want to get the, what's it called, the Banuk or the Kaja version of the Rattler. The Nora version is so plain, but the other two versions have different types of armor. I am absolutely getting slaughtered by that fire bellow pack, but at the same time I can't do much because these chargers would still get in the way. Anyway, see what I mean? Like, you try and fight the bellow back, the chargers get in your way. Alright. Now that you have been spamming your fire attack, let's see how good you do when you are absolutely tied down. And there we go. So we have completed one corrupted zone, which counts towards a seeker at the gates. So, and the best part about it is we are doing it on the way to a different mission. It's this kind of efficiency that just makes my days, man. And that actually takes us to level 13, which I'm here for. Right, so not so sure what Aloy is saying, but anyway, go to the Red Echoes. That's where we are headed to, where we shall meet Varl, Warchief, Sona, and the rest of the Nora as we continue planning our attack against the Eclipse soldiers who attacked us all the way in episode 4. Yes, episode 4.
Devil's Grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
Warchief? Our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. Which you start, they'll help finish.
Okay, so the plan is quite simple. We have 3 camps to clear out, and once we clear them out, we shall be able to launch an attack on the remaining Eclipse cultists. I mean, I could go back and listen to that speech, but who has the time for that, man? I'm surprised that these people at the camps can't hear Warchief, because her, man, she is loud. Anyway, let's clear this camp. So this is basically like a hybrid of a bandit camp, but with Eclipse soldiers and some corrupted machines. So all we have to do is make sure we have destroyed all of them.
I knew we could do it.
Okay, that's the first camp done. We need to go to get the second
Quick way
camp
down.
cleared out. then the third, then go clear out the machine, then go clear out the final camp, and yeah, basically get revenge for the attack that happened. Again, I want to say episode 4, maybe. It's kind of concerning that I already forgot which episode it was, but then again, does it really matter? It does. It was episode 4. Anyway, we have 2 more camps to clear out, and let's go clear out this camp. I don't know which camp is closer. Okay, let's go to camp number 1, clear it out, and then proceed on to try and clear out camp number 2. Alright, time to clear out the second camp. The good thing about this is our Nora guys will always be here to help us. So it's actually quite comforting that we don't have to do all this by ourselves. It's always funny how they come out trying to run you down. Like I said, the Rattler is sort of like a very, very primitive version of a gun. Not a gun, actually a machine gun. Sorry, dude. Man, I am just spraying and praying, man. Sorry, dude. It's a good thing friendly fire is not a thing in this game, because I would have taken out 2 of my teammates. Okay, that was just its fault. How do you just walk in the line of fire when I'm trying to kill a Ravager? Alright, I think we are almost done clearing this camp. Just need to take down these 2 Ravagers, and then we can move on to the third and final camp. There we go. Now to continue destroying each and every one of them. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Don't tell me that's a glint hawk. There is no way I am staying here to fight up. Oh my lord, I forgot the glint hawk. These are the absolute worst machines in the entire game. I hate them. They are so erratic. They are so problematic to fight. They literally are my least favorite machine to go up against. And they narrowly beat out a Stormbird. But the only reason why they narrowly beat out a Stormbird is because despite the Stormbird being technically the more difficult flying machine to kill, at least they are slow and predictable, unlike a glint hawk. Glint hawks are the worst, man. Glint hawks are the absolute worst. Anyway, we only have 1 more camp to clear out, so let's go do just that.
You can. We're dead too. You don't
And we are almost done. I'm pretty sure there is some cultist just stuck somewhere. I keep hearing arrows being loosed. There we go.
Sweet victory. For the sacred land. Nora.
Alright, so now we need to go to that tallest tower and plan our attack on that final rebel camp. So this will actually end. This is the final part of our mission for the War Chief and the Nora, which is nice. It's gonna be nice to get revenge for the attack that happened against us on the Proving, and after that we can continue with some small errands here and there, some small side quests here and there, as depending on the distance between us and them. That's what we shall be aiming for.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
Alright, so we have our orders. If Varl can actually walk straight, that would be nice.
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. I thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
Okay, so we were told to follow Varl, but Varl is being he's being so slow, man.
Take my hand.
So now we have to go fight the entire camp.
Take the one on the right.
They will win us back to Sona.
I'm gonna strike from above.
You cannot escape our grasp.
Can't believe Varl wanted me to shoot arrows. See if that was ever gonna happen. So all we need to do is climb up here and proceed on forward before we can scout.
So they woke up.
Headshot. And another headshot. Lovely scenes. Then we move up right here.
There. See that covered shelter?
Do you see those corruptors?
Focus, Varl. That shelter is full of blaze. A whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen.
Alright, so we basically have our orders. The goal is to get to the blaze without being seen. Killing every single machine won't work at this stage of the mission, because if they see us, we are basically screwed, because we can't fight them all off by ourselves.
Just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
But getting towards the blaze should be a breeze. We do have a lot of covering to help us with this exact task that we are going for. So what we shall do is take out these
Slow and quiet does it.
cultists whenever the chance presents itself, of course, because we don't want to be a bit rush or a bit rush and brush. We don't want to be rushed with our approach.
I should be able to hit the blaze from here. I'm spotted. I need to get to that blaze fast.
To be fair, I need to be listening to what Aloy says more, because we could have been able to shoot the blaze from the tall grass to begin with anyway, but regardless, we still got the job done. So it's now just going to be all out war against the Eclipse cultists and their machine. Okay, so we need to get rid of this fire bellow back, man. Alright, so let's try and get rid of these things. Okay, that tail swing was not well telegraphed by me. Alright, the fire bellowback is down. The remaining Eclipse cultists should be quite easy to deal with, so.
Watch what's coming!
And there's a lot of these people. To be fair, it is their camp, so.
I see him.
Don't know how I'm still out of arrows to begin with, but I like to think that I'm very, very economical with my armor. How many more cultists do we have left? I don't think there are much, and actually we are done. Nicely done.
All Mother, look upon our victory. A debt of blood is paid. Remember this day, brave Nora.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it. Be ready to leave this place. Let your spears and arrows rest in the bodies of the fallen. They are tainted, like these ruins.
It's over.
And we are done with the revenge of the Nora.
The killers, this corruption, they're all parts of the mystery I'm chasing. Where the trail leads, I go.
Now we simply have to just doing a little bit of plundering, you know, like we are known to do. And from here, let's see. The main quest actually is, I mean, Adota's Vengeance is also close, but the main quest is the closest quest to follow right now, because it's 1,423 steps away. So I do think that following on a seeker at the gates would be the best route of action to take for the next mission that we want to do. Personally speaking, at least that's what I'm thinking. So a change of plans. I'm thinking we pivot. Adota's Vengeance is actually closer than a Seeker at the Gates. But one thing that I do know is that Adota's Vengeance is in Meridian, as where the final mission point is. So that means we still will have to do a Seeker at the Gates anyway. to open up Meridian. But instead of opening up Meridian, then going back to Mother's Crown to get a daughter's vengeance active, so that then we go back to Meridian, we might as well go back to Mother's Crown immediately. Get that mission progressed from there, so that it can then be at Day Tower, because I know part of the story involves going towards Day Tower, and Day Tower anyway is where Asika at the gate ends. So in a long winded explanation, what I'm trying to say is, instead of moving back and forth, it would be more efficient to go back to Mother's Crown, get some of the quests progressing, and then now finish Asika at the gates by heading to Day Tower. I'm now asking myself why I didn't explain it that way to begin with. But anyway, let's just run all the way back to Mother's Crown, get the daughter's vengeance moving, and then make our way towards Day Tower. This is the problem that I was telling you guys about, where you, what's it called, you override a strider. It carries you wherever you wanted it to carry you to, and then it disappears. It's one of the most annoying mechanics about this game, but like I did say, there is a skill where you have an overridden machine with you at all times, and at some point I am going to start prioritizing getting that skill, because having to run on our feet like this all the time is kinda annoying, because had we had a strider, for example, right now, we would have been so close to, what's it called, we would have been so close to getting where we are needed. There's a guy being absolutely mauled by, what's it called, the Bellowbugs and Watchers, but honestly speaking, it's none of my concern. So Ella says no more sneaking, as if I was planning to sneak in the first place. Even though the entire opening cinematic of this game was to tell us that we're supposed to be afraid and wary of the machines because they're no longer the apex predator, I do not subscribe to that notion. Human beings always have and always will be the apex predators. We might not be the toughest, and our bodies are certainly squishy, I will give you that, but our intellect and our maneuverability plus our innovativeness will always make us the apex predators in any planet, unless a more superior being shows up. Anyway, my ramblings aside, we finally have a horse again. It's sad that it will disappear again unless I get the forever overridden skill added to my land skill, so that I can always have an overridden machine ready for me wherever and whenever I need one. But again, I digress, besides the point. So we are close to Mother's Crown. We actually need to ditch our newly overridden horse so that we can climb up. I know there is a climbing section right here, I just can't figure out where it is. Anyway, decided to use the first travel pack because I was not about to keep looking for where to climb up with. But as you can see, there is a new side quest that is available for us at Mother's Crown, and guess who it is?
Sona. You're reinforcing Mother's Crown?
If the Nora are to weather another attack by the Metal Devil, we must brace our defenses. Still, The concern is not yours. You're not mine to command.
You can still ask, War Chief.
Very well. We need to harvest Lancehorns. They carry chill water, and their lenses have many uses also.
I have chill water now.
Good. Our ice and fire will stave off the machines. That leaves the matter of the Lancehorn lands. There's hunting to the west of here. I also need the watchtowers stocked with signal arrows. Take these to Orn's Tower in the south. If you would.
The outcast girl. So she survived her wounds.
Anyway, we have gotten our instructions from War
Are
Chief
you
Sona.
Aloy? Jan said your niece may have come through here. Nakoa,
I've got nothing to say about that.
please, I only want to help. I'm a seeker headed north. Jan wanted me to help find her. Anything you tell me stays between us.
I gave her supplies for the journey. She was headed for Daytower looking for Zaid. Nothing I could say would stop her.
Is there anything you can tell me about Daytower?
It's a Karja fort, right at the border. Bastards used to gather Nora captives there, so they could ship them to Meridian for slaughter. I told Nakoa not to go. What's a lone Nora gonna do there? But she wouldn't listen. All she can think about is finding Zaid.
What do you know of Zaid?
He's a rabid animal, a murderer. The worst of the Red Raiders. Killed my brother while poor Nakoa watched from the shadows. Even as I begged her not to go, part of me wanted her to. I need him dead as much as she does. You can't imagine what it's like. He mutilated my brother, and yet he walks free among the Karja.
I understand. Better than you think. I'll look for Nakoa when I reach Daytower.
I'm not sure you can reach it. I've heard they closed the gates because of this corruption among the machines. But Maria might know more. Just don't mention why you're asking.
I won't. I promise.
It doesn't matter because we already got the information from Maria in like 2 episodes ago. And like I said, the fact that now along the way we will clear the other corruption and it will count. It just makes me so happy. Anyway, we do have some 2 side quests to do, so without further ado, we have insult to injury that we can do right there. It's the other side quest that is available for us, but we shall not be doing it. And we also have the shortage of supplies, which we have been given as an errand right now by the War Chief. So all you need to do is go gather the Lancehorn and deliver the supplies, the signal arrow, sorry, to On. So let's go get the Lancehorn first, then deliver the signal arrows to On, then come back. Actually, not even come back, unless we need to go, unless we will need to report the success of our errand to the War Chief. After doing this, we will clear the corrupted zone and head to Daytower. Anyway, let's go get this Lancehorn. There we go, Lancehorn.
Not gonna be a problem overriding that Lancehorn. Catching it, though.
We don't need to override it, we can just simply take it down.
Come on, then.
Oh great. Now we have to fight an entire sawtooth. Thank you, sawtooth. I'm telling you, dealing with machines, not my strong suit, but at the same time, the entire game is based around fighting machines. Which, I know, very ironic. Wait, what happened to my lance? There is no way we haven't yet picked up the lance on lens. We do not have enough space to get the lance on lens. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Anyway, shouldn't be a big ass deal. You can't simply get rid of the watcher lenses. So basically all I'm doing is disassembling them. That should allow me to pick up the lance on lens. Now what we need to do is deliver the arrows all the way to on. It is a short distance, so I do not see the need for me to fast. I don't know. Maybe fast traveling is the way. Albeit that was quite the short distance. I don't even see the need for... I don't even know why I decided to fast travel. But then again, it's not like fast traveling is really that big of a deal.
You're Orn? Aren't you a little young to be a sentinel?
You can talk.
Fair. The war chief had me bring you these fire arrows. Send up a signal the moment you see anything suspicious, all right?
I know. I'm young, not stupid. If they come back...
Just be safe.
The trip down's the best part.
And the blood. My turn to come soon.
Let's go talk to War Chief Sona and get this mission done.
I brought you the Lancehorn lens, Sona.
I'll make a weapon with this myself. No warrior should forget the feel of craft. And you brought the signal arrows to Orn?
I did. Kind of hope he never has to use them, though.
We stand agreed. It is a poor war chief who has a craving for war. For now, all I ask of our braves is that they are ready. I thank you for your aid.
And we are done.
Should All Mother test us with another storm, we will
Probably
not
going to
bend
need
to
it.
it.
Now all we need to do is go and finish up our final our final section of this episode, which is clearing out the corrupted zones as we head into Day Tower. So we do have a corrupted zone like right there, which we shall go and clear on our way to Day Tower. This is the closer corrupted zone, so I'd rather we do this and then head into Day Tower and progress
I
the...
can see the corruption coming off them like smoke. And clear them out.
Yeah, so we at Day Tower we shall be progressing some other side quests as well, like the Daughter's Revenge one. Plus, it also opens us up to heading into Meridian, which is ultimately what we have wanted. Anyway, that's the corrupted zone cleared.
To cleanse this valley of corruption. Time to see if the Karja Forest will let me pass over the mountains.
There's nothing much left for us to do. We simply run all the way to the Karja Fort. Maybe avoid shots from the shell walkers. You know, if we can. And eventually end this wonderful episode. I think we've been into the episode like for over an hour now, which is quite insane. But such stuff tends to happen, especially when you have a lot of objectives to do. Plus we have pivoted a lot in this episode as well, but the main objectives remain the same, which is something that I do like about how this one particular episode has gone. I can override a Ravager, but there is literally no need. That's not even a Ravager, that's a Scrapper. You'd think I'd know my machines by now, but anyway, besides the point. This is the gates to Day Tower. I have skipped a lot of the journey because I did not want to show me running for like the next 5 minutes. Wouldn't have served any purpose. Anyway, there are machines right here outside that have pinned the guys at Day Tower down, so we are going to need to clear them out. It's basically like a very miniature version of a boss fight. You only need to take out the scrappers first so that they don't interfere with the fight. We do have the scrapper, we do have the watcher. Now I do believe the only thing that will be left, oh, man, there's another watcher, but I don't really think it's something that is that problematic to deal with. The worst thing about these machines is they can actually throw rocks. I've never understood how that's even possible with those stupid, insane tails of theirs. But we are done with that, and we are also done with the other corrupted watcher. And that should allow us the opportunity to go speak with the fort commander and gain us access into data.
Already.
Truly, the sun shines upon us this day.
It wasn't the sun risking its ass down here.
I love how Aloy always has some snide remarks. But, as always, she's correct.
So, will you open the gate for me now?
You heard her. Open the gates and send word to Captain Balon. Where you headed, girl?
West! To Meridian!
The Way of Broken Stones is a hard run, even in the best of times. You might want to have a word with Captain Balon. He came from Meridian not long ago. You'll find him in the fort, on a balcony to the left overlooking the valley.
Okay, thanks.
We're the ones who should be thanking you for taking down those machines. Walk in light, Nora.
Anyway, there is nothing much left for us to do. That's a secret that gets finally completed.
Whoever's
Only
in
took
charge
me like
might know
3.5 episodes to do. But with that regard, there are so many side quests that are going to be opening up, including one dealing with the DLC. But in this regard, this is exactly where we shall be ending this episode. So stay safe, be kind, be smart, tell somebody you love them today, and I shall see you all in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Me.